Hey, what's going on, folks? I had a couple questions on Messenger. One was wanted to remain anonymous, but we're dealing a lot with this mask situation and the other situation. And so the first question was, how do I know if I'm saved? How do I know that when I accepted Jesus Christ into my life that he heard me? Well, one of the ways you'll know is you won't be wearing a mask, because the Holy Spirit isn't a spirit of fear. Number two, you won't be getting, tattoos, wink, wink. You just will know in here, I don't know what it is, or whatever, but there's something in here, and you'll have that. You'll have a brand new thing that it will be better than your consciousness. It will be God telling you, hey, your soul will be, you'll hear from him. You might not realize it's him at first, but you'll have evidence, that you're saved. That's why, like when I see people that are like, I heard a guy talking, at the gym talking about going to, he was talking about church, and this, that, and the other thing. And then he was like, oh yeah, I got the, the vacation, just to be safe. And I'm like, well, that's the differentiator right there. Okay. That's the equalizer. You won't be a spirit-filled, born-again Christian and be able to get this. You just will know. You will know from above. You will just know. You might not be able to explain it. You might not have all the words, but you will know whatever it is, that it's wrong. You'll just know, So that's one way to tell, You won't be walking around like this, scared for your life, You'll have a new heart, God will completely change your heart in a way that I can barely, it's hard to explain, but it's like, you just have a lot more, love for people and compassion for people, and you'll have a lot more, for people. And you won't, and you know what, I'll be honest with you, you won't want to be part of this world. You won't love the world anymore. You won't care about, Jersey Shore. You won't care about the world. You just won't. You'll see that the world is going to be against you, and they are totally anti-God. And you'll just see it. You'll see it. And you'll see people that are, kind of pretending they're not, and you'll have something that people will ask you about, That's what I say about the Torah movement. People will, no one's on fire. You'll be on fire. You know what I mean? If you continue to seek his face and you humble yourself and you pray and you get on your knees, it will be undeniable. You'll be telling people about this stuff and they'll think you're crazy. You know what I mean? So that's what I tell them. That's what I was getting at earlier in one of my other videos, that, you'll have something that you'll need to share, or people will ask you. There will be evidence, undeniable evidence in your life. Not some cookie cutter vanilla and chocolate ice cream from Save-A-Lot. You'll have, heavenly hash flavor. You'll be like, boom, this is it. Hey man, I'm just telling you, this is what he did. I don't care what you believe, and blah, 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 blah. You won't be meek about it. You'll be righteous. You won't be able to hold it in, and people will be asking you, hey man, I noticed that something's different about you, and yada yada. So you'll have a different heart, you'll have a different life, you'll have a different soul. Your life will change. It might not happen that day, okay, but it will happen shortly after. I guarantee it. You'll have something that you'll go, man, this is what the Holy Spirit is. This is what they're talking about. I didn't know that. I can't tell you how many people that think they're saved and aren't. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that. Okay? How do you know? God will speak to you. You'll have spiritual gifts like discernment, speaking in tongues, visions, and God will tell you, directly, I'm talking to you. This is for you. I want you to do this, and then tell people, and he'll test you. And I'll tell you, that's when things, I'm getting ahead of myself, but you'll know. Trust me.